This disease is killing us at a tremendous high rate, and we need some help from all of you here. We need donations, 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 okay? We have some African pieces in the back because VAM is actively fighting against, the Ebola spread. And we also have a donation over here from Jennifer Young, who later is going to be talking about this painting, how important and valuable it is actually. So.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Nana, for having me. I'm so touched. I should thank the artist who donated the painting. He actually just recently exhibited at the UN, and his name is called Jin Yo Zhang. He's actually one of the chief judge in the judge panel of a very key program in China on TV. And he's a good artist that you can see. So thank you. And I'm very grateful that I went to the event that I met Nana in Los Angeles. And it was an event about the First Ladies in Africa. And I'm even more grateful that Nana invited me again to her First Ladies event last year. And it touched my life because she gave me the honor to present the awards to First Ladies, which I will give my best to her. I do not have the biggest lot of money because I decided to put my life savings into this mission, but I do have a lot of resources. Today, without preparation, I'm very thankful that George came with me, and with short notice only this morning, we brought in 2 paintings that is worth about $30,000 US. And what I am hoping, Nana, today, that I am suggesting that you take up my offer from me. I have 40,000 artists under me. I'm the honorary chairman for an International Artists Association where we have 40,000 artists. And this is a time for Ebola that I think we could call for an action. Yeah. And this is a time I know not only the Chinese can help. I was actually recently in Korea also, and I found and made another sister, just like how close I am now with Nana, and she's an honorary chair to another International Artists Association with 1.3 million artists and designers from Korea. So I'm having just these resources that I think we can turn them a little bit of money to help what we need, solid on hand. So I hope this time is when we can marry the First Ladies and all the artists and call all those who could help their share. So please, I'm here for you. Thank you.
We have, I'm not supposed to talk. I'm going to say just a few. We have 2 things, 2 big things that we are going to do next year, and that is the CSW. We will do that. Last year we invited you. And then on the 17th of June is our big gala at the United Nations. Jennifer, you have already told me, and I have reserved on the 16th for you, for what you are talking about. Even though without talking to the board, I agree that you will do that. So that is already reserved. So don't worry about that. VAM, we will team up with you to do that art show at the UN. Thank you so much for your support, and thanks everybody. I don't need to do this because it has already been there. Thank you so much. And I thank my board members, everybody who is here today. And I thank my dear friend, Dr. Judy, and Imam. Let us work together. I forgot one person. Akachi project. We met a few months ago, or last year. We met last year. And I'm supporting her, and she is supporting VAM too. And we are going to save the rest for CSW, when you will hear from us. Thank you for coming.
You are the owner of the day of retribution. Only you will worship. Only you will seek help. Pardon us. You are our protector. Pardon us, forgive us, and give us a victory over Ebola. Amen.
Hi, my name is Gabrielle Hickman, and it is a pleasure to be with you today. I am honored to be a youth ambassador for Voices of African Mothers, also known as VAM. I am a junior at Cornell University, majoring in industrial and labor relations with minors in law and society and inequality studies. I'm passionate about feminism, the experiences of people who make up the African diaspora, and international development. So being involved with VAM is literally the perfect job for me. I thank my lucky stars every day that a fellow Cornell student, Samuel Ritholtz, connected me to Nana Kachina and this wonderful organization. I have been involved with VAM this calendar year, especially after the month of August, when I was fortunate enough to travel to Ghana to engage with the work VAM does there. I spent 2.5 weeks in Accra and Kumasi working at John Williams, painting classrooms, playing with adorable children that I miss to this day, having hour-long discussions about everything under the sun at the dinner table, traveling to cultural sites around the country, and falling in love with all that Ghana has to offer and all of the amazing work VAM does there. In case you are unaware, Voices of African Mothers was founded by Nana Fasurendo to encourage and empower current and future generations of women to get an education in order to advance themselves economically and become leaders in the countries of Africa. VAM achieves this mission through a range of programs, from events like this here at the United Nations to raise awareness, to teaching girls and boys English at John Williams Montessori School, to VAM Village, to microfinance programs facilitated all across Ghana. VAM is making an impact and achieving its mission. It is an honor to be affiliated with this organization, and it was an honor to give these remarks to you today. VAM and traveling to Ghana truly changed my life. I truly hope that you enjoy and also learn from this event, because the Ebola crisis affects everyone and should matter to everyone. We are all human, we all bleed the same, and truthfully, we are all Africans. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gabrielle. I think the welcoming address was wonderful. So, first of all, I'd love to say that when the story broke out in March 2014, to me it was like a fiction. It was unreal, and I was asking myself how such a misery could affect so many people in such a short period of time in Africa. So it really became reality when someone that I know lost a relative in Sierra Leone that same year. And then it became reality, and I was like, I have to get to know more about this Ebola virus disease. So it really triggered me to do some more research and know more about it. So for that, I want to welcome our panel of experts. So we're having Dr. Ashina Blazer. Can you please help me welcome, Doctor? We have Dr. Mohamed Ayegbo. Thank you. And we have Dr. Judy Kerinsky. So we're going to start with a performance from underground drum and dance ensemble. So we're having Tyrone Obusu Slater and Niara L. Thank you for coming.
Ebola started we first observed Ebola in 1976. There was a simultaneous outbreak in DRC, or used to be Zaire, now it's Democratic Republic of Congo, and in southern Sudan. And this outbreak happened, I don't know if this mouse is showing here, yeah. So there's a small tiny river here called the Ebola River. So that's where the name of the virus comes from, because where the outbreak, the little village where the outbreak happened, had this river to the east of it. So after this outbreak happened, since then in 1976, it was a big thing. There was a movie made about it, Outbreak. Some people have seen it, and it's been hanging around since then. So how has it managed to hang out, and where has it been? We think that fruit bats are reservoirs. So reservoirs are a host of viruses that the virus itself doesn't make them sick, so they can carry it around. And for the bats, it's in their saliva. So they shed the virus in their saliva, and when they're in the forest and they eat some fruits, and some of it is partially eaten, the saliva gets, which has virus, will get on fruits. And some of these are partially eaten and they drop, and chimpanzees, porcupines, antelope, and these things will eat these fruits and they get infected. However, the gorillas and monkeys are not immune to Ebola because they get sick. We see outbreaks of monkeys and gorilla, and they do die of it too. So in some of these areas, though, this is a source of food for most people there. So they hunt these animals, and some of these animals are already sick with Ebola. And just handling the meat, which also contains the virus at this point, because the virus spreads all through most of your organs. And when you handle the meat and you have a cut or touch your eye, have your hand in your mouth, or some people eat it, and that's how it gets transmitted from animals to humans. And then of course, once a human being is infected, it's other people around them, and they do get infected too. So there's several stages to Ebola virus disease. And over here, hopefully I'll try to walk you through it.
Okay, so another challenge is funding for Ebola relief. So the Financial Tracking Service, the UN's Financial Tracking Service, estimates that about $1.5 billion is going to be necessary to really deal with this outbreak. And so far, the U.S. has provided the bulk of the relief fund with about $200 million, with varying pledges from countries around the world. But where we've got a large deficit is actually in private donations here. So as you can see, if you compare the current Ebola outbreak to other international disasters, such as the Indian Ocean tsunami or the Haiti earthquake, private donors have contributed much more to the relief fund. So in the Indian Ocean tsunami, and this is in millions of dollars, so about 3,500 million was donated from private donations. In the Haiti earthquake, about 1,500 million was donated. Here in the Ebola outbreak, for the entire period that this has been a problem, only $76 million has been donated from private sources. And so this is really leading to the slower response because the funding and the resources needed just aren't there. Okay, but while people aren't giving money, they are buzzing about Ebola. So this is actually the Twitter sphere related to the Ebola outbreak between September and October. And so you can see there's a big blip here. There's a big increase in tweeting about Ebola when we had the first case in the United States there we are. So this is on the 30th of September. So, people are talking about Ebola, and some of this talk is positive, and some of this talk is sensationalized. So we're going to get into what this worry means for the current outbreak. Okay, so there are many consequences of mass hysteria. In the United States, I think we've seen some of this. So people who are unnecessarily quarantined or quarantined for extended periods of time, healthcare workers who could be helping society are kept away from their jobs unnecessarily. And there have been, harmful travel bans and dampened emergency response. But I think the most troubling is this ethnocentrism that has come from the current outbreak. And so, a lot of people don't realize where these countries are And so anyone from anywhere in Africa is stigmatized, or anyone who's not had contact or hasn't even traveled could be stigmatized. And this leads to some unfortunate circumstances in our community. So we really need to speak up against this miseducation so that people aren't targeted unnecessarily.
It just contributes to the world. The love that's in her heart is so huge and so big, and then she takes action. So to me, as a psychologist, it's like she starts with the love and then she does something with it. She creates something that brings people together. And to me, that's the essence of what tonight is about, and why I love you so dearly and honor you and your team, and the whole team who has supported her, the Front Voices of African Mothers.
Thank you.
And Connie, who has been her right hand and her daughter, and everyone. I'm sure you will be acknowledged at some point. So thank you very much.
Every day you're alive, you're a hero with a spirit to survive. Believe you're strong, no more shame, no more silence, no more stigma, no more pain. Hope is alive. Hope is alive. Heroes survive and thrive. Hope is alive. I will help you. You will help me. We will comfort one another. Yes, you'll see. Hold on, my friend, for each new day. Trust and faith to guide our way. Hope is alive. Hope is alive. Heroes survive and thrive. Hope is alive. Every breath, every day, every smile along the way, every moment, give thanks 'cause you're alive. With every cloud, each drop of rain, when all you see and feel is pain, try to hold on when faith is gone. Remember one thing, just one thing. Tell the people you love that you care. Appreciate how much you have to share. Say thank you for each brand new day. Brothers and sisters, we will find the way. Hope is alive. Yes, hope is alive. Yes, hope is alive. Brothers and sisters, hope is alive. I'm going to do this one more time, the intro.
Every woman, every child, every woman and every child, growing stronger every day, more empowered every way, with every woman and every child, like the gentle hush at dawn. like the rising of the sun. With the spirit next to none, a new day has just begun. With every woman and every child, every woman, every child, every woman and every child, growing stronger every day, more empowered every way, with every woman and every child, every woman and child wants the simple things in life, a place to call home, a place of their own, a place to be safe and free. Every family today wants to grow and to thrive. Food and soul for the kids, clean water, fresh air, every day you're alive.
We can't afford to put anybody out. We have to keep everybody out.
Come on, Jojo, come
Sure,
on.
sure, sure, sure.
Oh, it's not next to Janet.
Janet.
Was that you?
Oh.
No, mine was dead.
It died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The battery died.
Okay, hooray?
Hooray!
Awesome.
Yay!
Success.
Thank you.
Oh, right.
Thank you.
Good, good, good.